Hello everyone. So in this session we will be learning how to move the ABB robot that we have in our lab. So for that we will start Robot Studio and we need to create a station with our robot model loaded already. So for that we will select the second option, station solution with station and virtual controller. So in this window we can select our robot model. The robot model that we want to use in this session is IRB1200. Be careful, it's not 120, it should be 1200. So we will select this one, IRB1200, the 5 kg variant that we have in our lab. So after selecting that, we can click create. It will take some time to load the station. While loading the station, it found multiple libraries for the same robot. We can select either of them and click OK. Okay, now you can see the virtual robot is loaded in our computer. So if you want to move the station, you can use Control and right click to move the station around, and if you want to rotate the station, we have to use Control, Shift and click to rotate the station. And for zoom in and zoom out is scroll in and scroll out. It's the same. So today we will learn how to use the robot using the teach pendant. Teach pendant is a controller which comes with the robot, and I hope most of you have already seen the teach pendant in our lab. So this is what a teach pendant is. So basically a teach pendant has its own OS running in it, and we can see there is a Windows button through which we can go to multiple sections, and then there is a status bar where we can see the status, like the motor is on right now, the speed and the mode of the robot and everything. Together with this we can see there are few user defined keys. These keys can be defined by the user for their own functions. Together with this, these buttons are for jog modes. So we will learn about these buttons today. And then you can see there are some buttons which are used for the program execution. We will make use of these buttons in the next session. And then together with this, that we will also use the joystick here. So for the jogging part, we should select our controller to be in manual mode. You see right now the checkbox is clicked in auto mode. So that means we can also see here that the robot is in auto mode. So we have to select manual mode, and then we can get out of it. So now you see our robot is in manual mode and the guard is stop. The guard stop means the motor cannot run whenever, even if we use the joystick or the teach pendant. To enable it, when you are using the physical teach pendant, you have to use the deadman's grip, like the one shown in the previous video. But for this we can just enable using this, clicking this button. This is only for simulation purpose. So when you enable it, you can see the motors on written here. So when the motors on, then we can jog the robot. So if you go to jogging, you can see right now the jog mode we have selected is axis mode. We can see this from here, 1 3. That means we can only move the axis 1, axis 2 and axis 3 of the robot right now. So to move the axis 2, it's in vertical direction. So the axis 2 is this axis. So let's try to jog that one. So you can see we can jog the second axis. If you want to jog the first axis, we can use the left right arrow. And for the third axis, it's actually the we have to twist in the real teach pendant, but for this we have the button to twist. So by this way you can jog the 3 axes of the robot. So if you want to switch to other 3, so right now we can only jog 1, 2 and 3. If you want to jog other 4, 5 and 6, we have 2 ways. We have to click this button here, and then you can see now the status here changes to 4 to 6. So that means now we can jog 4, 5 and 6. So if we jog these keys up and down arrow, it will jog 5, axis 5. You can see the axis 5 is moving right now. And to jog the axis 4, we can use left right. So you can see we have to jog the 6th one, we can twist the joystick. So next way is jogging by Cartesian. So to jog by Cartesian, let's bring our robot back to this somewhat the same position. Okay. Now to jog in Cartesian, we have to click this button. There, if you click this, now you see the status changes to Cartesian. So when the status changes to Cartesian, we can use the joystick to move our robot. So if we see the joystick directions, up and down arrows are for X direction. Let's see. Down arrow is for positive X. You can see here the positive X is shown by the red arrow. That means it's on the right of the screen. So positive X, negative X. And for Y is left right, Y direction, and twist for G direction, up and down. We can also see the same thing from above. Let's check. Same thing. X positive, Y positive, Y negative, Y positive, and Z. So together with Cartesian, there is also another jogging mode called reorient. We will use the reorient in next session, but basically what it does, it is used to reorient the end effector that we attach to our robot. So this much for this session. So now your job is to move the robot in axis mode using axis 1 to 6 and also in the linear mode.